And let us get into the next one. We have the next expert who is going to do a real penetration testing, Mr. Adil. He will be explaining you about the penetration testing and live demo on Windows hacking.
Thank you very much for joining this wonderful session, and thank you, Dr. Ibrahim, to given this wonderful opportunity. Myself, he already given the introduction about me and my professional experience and the certifications and penetration testing experience, everything. So I'm not going to waste my time again on the introduction part. So here I'm going to give you a delivery about what is penetration test and what is penetration tester and what are the responsibilities of the penetration tester. And at the end, I will give you the live demo of Windows hacking. So nowadays, everybody is using Windows, right? Windows 7, Windows 10, even Windows Server 2012, Server 2016. So each and every Windows OS is vulnerable if you are not patched to the current updates. So what is penetration test? So as you already know, penetration test or ethical hacking, whatever it is a simulated attack against your network, against your computer to check the known vulnerabilities or unknown vulnerabilities. Then what you can do, you can patch those vulnerabilities to make your network very secure. Okay, so what are the different types of penetration testing? So what are we are doing in every day as a penetration tester? So what are the roles and responsibilities we are having here? That's what this slide is explaining. So internal and external penetration testing for network architecture, which means we will do the penetration testing for our organization from inside the organization and outside the organization, which is like a real hacker. So how they will hack the network from external. And web application penetration testing, which Mr. Chandrasekhar already showed some demo. Then wireless penetration testing, which is like how the public Wi-Fi's are able to hack, how we are sniffing the network and how we are sniffing the traffic of your Wi-Fi between the mobile and your Wi-Fi. So these are the things are covered in the Wi-Fi wireless penetration testing. Then physical social phishing. So this is nothing but the social engineering. So everybody using Google, everybody is using Gmail. You can go to your Gmail, check the spam. You will be having hundreds of emails of phishing email. So they will give you a fake email. Then once you click, it will ask the password or it will steal your cookies. Then they will get the session as same as you. That is social engineering. Then SOC, which is purple teaming. Purple teaming is nothing but cyber defensive. So if any attacker is trying to reach your network, trying to attack your network, the SOC team will able to monitor. So from this IP, from this location, he is doing so and so attack. So you can go back to trace who is doing this attack. So this is more about SOC and purple teaming. Then report writing, which is most important thing in penetration testing. See, if you have a technical skills, but if you do not have a report writing skills, 100% I'm saying you are not a qualified penetration tester, because the penetration testing is only for technical persons. But how the management will understand the reports, how they will know the findings, how they will know what are the weakness, what are the vulnerables, they will only know how you are delivering your report. So if you are a good penetration tester, you need to be a good report writer. Then debriefs. So you need to be able to demonstrate or you need to give a presentation on your project. So whatever the project you're having, whatever the penetration test you're handling, you need to give the explanation. So how you did, how you hacked everything. So these are the things, the roles and responsibilities of the penetration testers, and every day we are doing the same. Okay, what are the skills you needed for penetration testers? Technical skills as well as soft skills. So technical skills, first and foremost, which is very basic, is Linux. If you don't know Linux, then you forget about your penetration testing or ethical hacking or whatever it is. In Linux, there are two distros. One is Kali Linux or Parrot OS. Both are fine. So you can use any one. The next is basic networking. So you need to know about the IP address. You need to know about how the network is communicating. What is the layer 2 network? What is layer 3 network? What is ARP protocol? What is MAC address? Those things you need to know. Then only you will able to get into the network and you can hack it. The next one is hacking methodology, which is more important for a penetration tester. So hacking methodology is something, nothing but like how hackers are doing the real hacks. So you need to think like a hacker. So how they are doing, how they will get into this network. If I am a hacker, how I will do. If I am a hacker, how I will hack this ATM. So those things you need to know. That's the hacking methodology. Then the next one is scripting skills. So scripting skills, it is much needed when you work in a big environment, when you work in a MNC, because actually I did this today. It was a huge environment. Maybe you need to do the penetration testing for more than 100 devices. You cannot do it one by one. So what you need to do, you need to write a script, you need to write a Python script or Bash script, and you need to do the scanning. So it will take whole day. And once you go again to office, then you will able to see the results of the scripts. Then OWASP top 10. So OWASP is a security organization, Open Web Application Security Organization. They are having top 10 vulnerabilities all the time for web and mobile. So you need to know this to become a penetration tester. Otherwise, all the companies, any companies in the world, if you're going for any interviews for any security related jobs, they will ask you what is OWASP top 10. So which is more important. Then soft skills. So what are the soft skills you need for to be a penetration tester or ethical hacker? You need to be continuous learner, and which is more important. Why? Because each and every day the attack vectors will change. Each and every day new vulnerabilities are found. So you need to know the continuous, you need to be a learner, continuous learner. You should not stop your learning at any point of time. If you are not a continuous learner, please, I recommend do not take into this field, because this is like, you will be suffer. That's why I'm saying. As I already said, report writing, then out of the box thinking, critical thinking, and you need to update always. You need to know what has happened yesterday. You need to know what has happened today morning. You need to know what is a hack happened 1 hour before. Then only you can able to prevent. Otherwise, you cannot able to prevent. Okay, moving on. Responsibility of the penetration testing. So how we are doing the penetration test. So there are three more responsibilities. One is planning. So we are the one planning the network. Okay, this is more important. We need to do the penetration test, or we don't need to do the penetration test for internal for this scenario. So we need to do only for external for your company. It's based on company to company. It will vary. Then the testing. So we are doing the complete assessment, and we need to take the necessary screenshot, which is more important, and we need to take the copy of all the scripts, all the commands, what we are doing. Then, as I said, reporting. So you need to have all the findings, all the vulnerabilities, all the screenshot, and you need to do a proper report, and you need to present to a client or present to a management. Then certification path and practicing labs. So how easy to get into cybersecurity? So first you need to have a CAH, which is a HR friendly certification. Any organization, they are asking CAH as a basic qualification. Then EJPT, which is highly industry standard certification and which is completely practical. So you need to hack 5 missions in the exam, then only we can able to pass. Then ECPPT V2, this is advanced, more advanced. Even I didn't have this. I'm going to have maybe in a couple of months. And which is 7 days continuous exam, 7 days for hacking and 7 days for reporting. Total 15 days exam. And you need to hack almost 5 to 10 missions, and which is completely insane. Then you have free practicing labs, which is Try Hack Me and Hack the Box. And Try Hack Me is completely free, and which is easy. And Hack the Box is also free, but it is not easy. You cannot log into Hack the Box. You need to hack the web application, then get into the training platform. So I recommend only Try Hack Me, not Hack the Box. If anybody advanced users are here, so they can go for Hack the Box. But I'm pretty sure everyone is noob, so you can go try Hack Me. You can register with your email address, then directly you can access free. So what next? What I'm going to do is a live demo of Windows PC, as I already said. So what I have here in my lab, I have one Windows 7 machine. I have one Kali Linux machine. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to hack it and what we are going to do. Uh, for that, I'm going to stop this share. I need to share my another machine. Are you able to see my screen now? Can you please anyone confirm?
Yes, yeah, we are able to see that.
Okay. So I have multiple virtual machines. This is my lab. So I have a machine here, which is called Blue, which is a Windows 7. Okay. You can see the right. You can see the windows. So I just put one notepad here. I just type something. This is security rebound. Okay, I'm just saving this. I'm closing this. Okay. So I'm going back to my Kali machine. I didn't check anything. I just put the one notepad just for the reference, how I am going to take the particular notepad or how I'm going to access the application. So the first and very most thing, you need to know the IP address. So 111, this is my subnet, which is connected in my internet. So I'm checking what is the IP address of the application, because I have multiple VMs in my host. Okay, which I already know. This is 132, and see the TTL, which is 128. 128 means, which means that is Windows system. This we will cover this in information gathering and scanning session in upcoming weeks. So we found, okay, this is Windows machine running inside this IP. So the next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the Nmap. Okay, what is Nmap? So Nmap is the information gathering tool. It will give you all information about the particular Windows machine. It will give you what is the version, what is the OS, what are the services running, is there any databases running. So everything it will give you. So I'm going to give you this command nmap -a means all, -t4 it will give you the speed and the IP address. Okay, it will take few minutes. It will complete. Once we got the results, then we will move on how to get the payloads, because most of the payloads are available on Google, or if it is not available on Google, some of the payloads are available on dark web. So that's how hackers are doing, and very elite hackers are developing their own payloads. That is 0-day. So 0-day, which means the company itself doesn't know that they have vulnerability, so that they have vulnerability, but they release the product and the product is live towards the world. So they don't know, Microsoft doesn't know that they have some vulnerabilities. So those 0-day researchers, they will create these payloads, and they will sometimes they will upload this into Google, the same thing which Mr. Chandrasekhar showed, Google hacking database. Sometimes they don't. It depends between the vulnerability versions. So we will see what are the versions running in this application, and it is vulnerable to which version. Okay, the scan is completed. So I can see here, there are many ports open. So as I already said, you need to know the basic networking. Then only you need to know about what is ports and why it is open, then why it is important to, penetration testing and all. So only thing the important is, because we are going to hack the Windows machine, right? That's what I said. So look at this, Windows 7 Ultimate 7601 Service Pack 1. Okay, I'm just copying this, and which is running in 445. So 445, port 445 is the SMB share, which is nothing but your folders, which is nothing but, we have documents, desktop, and all other folders, right? Those folders we can able to share to someone else, right? Even you might be seeing this in a Xerox shop or computer centers. They keep you folders, and they keep documents for the printing. That is 445. That the 445 is used for that one on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to search a payload for this particular version. Okay. 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 So there are multiple websites which having the vulnerability, and this is called MS7071. See, each vulnerability is having his own name. So most of the vulnerabilities will start from CVE, and most of the Microsoft vulnerability will start from MS. So whenever we are looking for a payload, we can search with the number. So MS17010 is a vulnerability number, so we can find it. So to there are multiple payloads available in this Google for the same version. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the automate the process because to save the time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use Metasploit. So Metasploit is nothing but automate your penetration testing process. So which is something advanced. Anyhow, I'll just show you how we are going to, get into the mission, which is MS17017. Okay, this will take just a few minutes to boot up. I'm not sure that I have already or not. I don't have it. Okay, it's starting. Okay. So what I'm going to search is the same payload. You can go to Google, or you can search it here. So this is the payload version which we saw, right? Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, anything you can do. It's not a problem. Based on the feasibility, it will work. So I'm going to do the first one, which is very initial one. So you can use 0 because the number is 0. Okay. Okay. Now we are into the payload. Now we can see options, because we need to mention the IP address, the port, and those things, our IP address, everything. So I'm going to mention the IP address of the mission, 681.132. Okay. Again, show options. The host is already there. We don't need to mention anything, because this I am posting in my local, so I don't need a domain. But if you are in a company, you need to put the company name. Okay, company domain, which is something different. Okay. Okay, I'm checking this whether it is vulnerable or not. Let's see. Yeah, it is vulnerable. So I'm going to look the payload again. Show payloads. Okay. There are many payloads available. You can use anything based on, your OS. For Windows 64, 32-bit, it's completely based on your OS. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set a payload. You don't need to set a payload, but I'm going to set a payload just to save the time. You can directly go to exploit, but it will take some time. That's the reason I'm going to put a proper payload. Just give me a second. Okay, our system is set payload, Windows mission 64, a interpreter, which is nothing but our Metasploit console, and reverse DC. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reverse back the connection. So I can control the Windows mission in my Kali Linux. So I'm going to enter. Okay, just click run. This is right. It is doing automated penetration testing. So the same thing we can do manually, but the problem is it will take time. It will take at least 1 hour. That's why I'm doing automation. Okay, now we are already in. So here it shows Metasploit, right? So we are already in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see the notepad from here. Before that, I'm going to dump the passwords. See, there are 4 users here. These are the hashes. If you crack the hashes, you will get the password. What are the password they are using? So now I'm going to do this. Where we saved, I think we saved in documents. So I'm going to users, administrators, documents. This is where our file is, right? And like this. So this is what we saved over there, correct? Let's check here. Documents. Okay. Now I'm changing. I'm not sure whether it will work or not, but we'll see. Yes. So one second. I'm just making this more. Look at this. So whatever the changes we are doing on the mission, I can able to get this.
Thank you, Adil. I think
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.